tell by my voice. I didn't do any you-know-what last night to get me asleep, so my sleep was broken. But I did sleep a bit. I think I slept 4 hours, then I woke up, or 3.5 hours, then I woke up. That's 6 a.m. Then I did get back to sleep around about 6:37 till about 9:15. But I was definitely, it was weird because I don't dream when I'm on that stuff. When I don't take that stuff, I dream a little bit. So my head was kind of like, I was having a dream, but I was also awake. So it wasn't feeling like I was getting that sleep I needed. Do you know what I mean? So I feel quite groggy now, and my body's aching. My left knee's like a bit sore, and I don't want to bend down. me hamstrings. See, I was slowly getting used to these muscles. Going back about 4 weeks ago, when I was riding the bike every day, I was purposely bending down on purpose to make me stretch my muscle down, or whatever you call it, whatever that stiffness is you get in your hamstrings. I've got to sort my nose out, man. It's always blocked. I listened to myself on stream last night a couple of times. I watched myself. And I can see how nasally I am. And a lot of it's on my right side. So, we're here. We're a minute in. I'm in my kitchen. And I'm drinking a coffee. But I should be drinking my detoxy things. Oh, that vitamin C, man. I used to drink it fine. I used to get up, make the vitamin C and deck it. Because it was nice. And I did it with 2. So that was 2,000 mg. But it ain't enough. I need like 3,000 and it's quite an expensive way of doing it. But I might buy it again. Just to make it a bit more pleasurable in the morning and it's not a chore. If something's a chore, I thought I was the only person that thought like this, but there's a lady. She's more like, she's an ex-doctor. And she does a lot of like homeopathic stuff or whatever, naturo. Like I don't understand the terminologies of it, the words. I understand it, I just don't understand the words because I've done some of it and I do some of it. Do you know what I mean? I just haven't been able to organize it so I can reiterate it or whatever that word is, regurgitate it for other people. If I wasn't spending all my time getting back up or spending all my time trying to heal my body, or it's multiple things. Trying to beat which helps me sleep, but then when I don't do it, I don't sleep for weeks and weeks. I'd say about a month goes by before I start getting like a 6 hours sleep where it feels like when I was on the stuff. Does that make sense? So it's a month's not a long time, don't get me wrong, but if you're dealing here and you're gurgling and you're trying to quit weed or you're trying to do a keto diet, and then it's too many things at once for me now. I've done multiple things in the past. I just don't need to do them. I don't need to over suffer. Suffer's a bad word. I shouldn't use it because it sounds like people do suffer when they're trying to quit something, or they're trying to heal something, or they're not giving up, or whatever. So I feel really overheated. I love these things. Problem is I put something in. This is the second head bit. The bottle's the same. The head bit come from another one that I was using for something. And all I do is I can smell it, man. So, not bad for me, but it's not something you want to spray on your face, especially near your eyes. It's only the scent. I've been using that for like 2 months now in that bottle, so you would think it would have cleansed it through by now. So my room is a bit of a mess, but we'll get there. We're drinking crappy coffee at the moment, but we're going to go back to some organic-y stuff soon. So. There we go. There's my bed. Still no bed. Haven't got a bed. That's why I don't want to. I don't want to live here. It's just that I've not enjoyed a single moment of my time here. So that doesn't mean anything to do with my family, by the way. So that's to do with me playing a game and lagging out on it. And no matter how many internets I buy, no matter how many laptops, PCs, PlayStations I buy, it still don't fix the lag, which I'm the only person moaning about it. You know what I mean? So that was quite a pain because that was affecting me earning money. I was definitely going to earn money. I'm definitely going to earn money on the internet if I play a game. Definitely. As long as I don't say certain things, I'll be alright. So there's a new game coming out, so I've already been thinking about buying it. but it's, I don't want to say it. It's a game company I don't like. So I got to make sure I play it, I don't say anything. Just to not get in trouble. Let's just say that. So, and we didn't say nothing last time. So something happened to me and then it made me start saying stuff. So, got to make sure we don't make that mistake again. That error. Not even my error, you know? Everybody reacts to things, don't they? I say stuff on here I don't want to say because dickheads wind you up and then you say it and you don't want to say it. You're keeping it all to yourself because you don't want to say it. So, we are in the kitchen. We're going to allow some light in now. I'm slowly waking myself up. There we are. Oh, bright light. Bright light. Bright light. Hit the thumbs up if you're watching. If you're going to watch, smash that like button. Help the channel a little bit. You're not going to help a lot. I know I get some people just watch me because they hate me. So they won't thumbs up because they think it helps you. It helps you. It doesn't help you. If I get 20, it helps me. If I get 1, it doesn't do much. But it gets it building slowly. Do you know what I mean? So... And this YouTube account and this phone internet, I am getting views. When I use my house internet, I don't want to say what I've got, but I've got at least 3 different YouTube channels over there that don't get views with that internet. But this one I get views. I'm getting 100 plus views in my streams. You know what I mean? So if I go on my other one, I won't even get 5. Won't even get 5 views. Or I'll be stuck at the 5 level. It'll be 5, 5, and that'll be on 2 different... How many YouTube channels I got over there? 1, 2, 3. 3 YouTube channels will be stuck on 5 views on that internet. If I use this internet, I'll get 50, 70, 100. So, that's another reason I don't... I tried to play a game last night, and the Streamlabs is like... It's fucked. I'm just going to say it. It's completely fucked. You know what I mean? So I put OBS on it and it seemed to have run alright. So you explain to me why Streamlabs, when the encoder is set to the GPU, which is the graphics card, which is, I think mine's an NVIDIA in the laptop, lags like hell. So I changed it to the CPU. The CPU is an i9. Guess what? With Streamlabs, lags like hell. And I mean, like, I can't even like run a music file in the background like a YouTube thing. Can't even load it, can't even see the picture. So that's the encoder of GPU don't work. The encoder, this is an NVIDIA GTX 3050 Ti or something. I don't understand this terminology, but it's not crap. Do you know what I mean? So that won't run it on my Streamlabs. So I changed it from the GPU, which is just the graphics card, to the CPU. It don't work. And I went over to OBS, and it seems to have worked. I didn't sit there and watch the whole thing. It was at least, I think I did about a 40-minute stream. I've not watched it back, but it didn't seem to lag. Why? I've used Streamlabs for 2 years without a problem, then all of a sudden it's just hanging my computer, or the computer's broken. Somehow OBS is set up differently where it's not quite affecting the loads on the, I forget this, hardware, let's call it hardware. So, we've got to get past that. So, and then we've got to move that into the bedroom. Apparently there's, what do they call it? Oh gosh, what do you call it? Open beta on this game this week. Or coming up this week. So I can try it out. It's a game I played before. I had a really horrible experience in the game. The community was not nice. Let's just put that. I played in the esports section and it wasn't very big. It's like a maximum of 1,000 people in there. And it wasn't a very nice community. It doesn't mean that everybody was not nice. It just meant that my name was known in the game. Let's just say that. And I didn't have a very nice time. So it doesn't mean that I was well known, it just meant I was known a little bit. Let's just say I was known a little bit, because I don't like saying those sort of things. So you get a few more people knowing, you know, who you are, and you get a bit more hate. So I don't know what will happen with the game, because obviously the esports section, I've got an experience of that. It wasn't very big, it was a bit toxic, and it was small. If it was massive and it was a bit toxic, you'd make sense, but when it was so small and quite toxic, it doesn't mathematically work out because there wasn't that many people interested in it. But back then, the company, I don't want to say the company, didn't advertise the esports section properly. Whereas the games they do now, they advertise it a bit more. So maybe the esports section will be a bit bigger this time, because I do need to move into esports because I can't stand public play. I've got to put a bit of effort into my game, concentration. I'm just sitting there running around from my own ego, and running around from my own damage, and running around from my own kills. I find it very empty. Do you know what I mean? So I like to do a bit of teamwork, and this game's going to allow me to do teamwork because you can revive people, you can different vehicles, there's different elements to the game. So I don't like the vehicles, but at least it gives me something to do. I can try and take a vehicle out with a C4, something like that. Just gives me something to do. All I need is a game to play for 6 months just to make me have something to look forward to at night. And then me quitting weed, me doing keto, me exercising, me getting a job, me whatever it is. Anything that makes me look forward to my evening. I'm sorry, but I wasn't put on this planet to work and be miserable. I'm supposed to have something to look forward to. So that's what I'm going to try and do, is find a game so I have something to look forward to. And there's no wrong in that, people. You're not all here to just be a slave, you know? Have something to look forward to too. And that's what I'm trying to find. And hence one of the reasons that I wanted a motorhome, because I could at least enjoy where I lived. So at least I'll be on the ground. Not on the ground, you know, I've got to look, I'm looking down on the road. I need to be on the ground, I need a garden. If I was sat in a garden now, I'd be probably awake. I've been stood here now, how long have I been streaming for? 10 minutes, I've been awake since 9:15, and I still feel groggy. I swear if I had a garden, I was sat out there with some air and some sunlight on me, I'd be a bit more awake by now. Do you know what I mean? I notice this stuff, because I've had like 10 years now without a garden. Never used it before because I wasn't connected to nature, I wasn't connected to the elements, I wasn't connected to anything. I was just connected to, gotta get up, gotta go to work, coming home tonight, see the kids, gonna play my game later, have a beer, repeat tomorrow, repeat, cycle, repeat. And I was quite happy with it. Oh, DIY, I loved me DIY and home improvements and all that, and also try to improve myself because I didn't have much confidence in that stuff. So I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos late at night, how to lay a patio, how to do this, how to do that. Can't remember all the ones I used to watch. I used to spend hours on it. I used to love it. I didn't get a chance to build my garage. I wanted to build my garage and put my tools in it, and then I could have a little workshop and a shower room. I was going to put a shower room in there. I already had the pipework outside ready to cut into to put my shower room in there. And there's a drain there as well. I already had a drain to cut into as well. The outside drain. I don't know if that matters though. I don't know if that matters. I've done a bit of drainage, but not, I don't know now. I've done a plumbing course, but that's bookwork. Most of that was bookwork. So, ain't that hard to learn, but I don't know. So I can't talk about it now. Hit the thumbs up, we've got 5 people watching. Come on, somebody be nice and hit thumbs up. Otherwise I'll think you're here to not like me. Do you know what I mean? So make me think you're here to like me by just dropping a thumbs up. And I'm not going that. So last night we did, I'm not going to show you that, we ate this, which is keto. This is nice, this is like a treat. Alright, I'm going to advertise it, but the packaging has actually changed now, so I'm not actually advertising it. So in here we had that last night. So it's got 4.5 grams of protein per serving, and fibre 4.6, and it's got added MCT oil, which is good for your joints and stuff. I've got a bad left knee, so MCT oil is quite good for me. Thanks for dropping them thumbs up. Yeah. Do we speak the same language? You're going to sit there and watch me for a bit, at least hit the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you nothing. And I don't make no money from it either. So, under a gram of sugar in a spoonful, in a bowlful. I use little bowls. Right, to make sure I don't have too much, I have a little bowl like that. And I don't have it filled up, I just put enough in there. It's a treat for me. This is the late night treat. Shouldn't eat late night, but I've got to have a treat. I've got to have something to look forward to, people, because I've got nothing to look forward to. I don't like where I live, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for it. I don't look forward to waking up and feeling my body. I don't look forward to whatever, you know what I mean? So I have a treat late night. I know it's not perfect, but I got myself a treat. We've got the keto cake. We've got half the keto cake, which hopefully everything goes alright and I don't have any problems. I'll be making that on Friday day again. So I'll have 3 keto cakes to look forward to on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. So that'll be my reward. And that's it. That is literally what I look forward to. That's how shit it is. I'm looking forward to a small ball of this later. And I'm looking forward to my keto cake on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Hit the like button, guys. You've had 5 people. I've had 5 people in here for on and off for 5 to 10 minutes now. Somebody smash the like button. Let's see if you're a bot or not. I believe YouTube sends you some bots sometimes. Remember when I was kind of like floating around the 1, 2, 3 view mark on my game stream regularly, and every now and again I get 8 viewers. So the 1, 2, 3 were talking to me, but the other 5 weren't. So we even the people watching said, "Do you reckon they're bots or what?" Because they don't ever talk. That's why eventually I'm going to get the OBS set up. Can't do much on here. Right, it's past. I'm going to wash up. You're helping me wash up because I don't want to do this, but if I do this now, I haven't got to do this later. If I have a minor tidy up and I try and force these detox drinks inside of me, it's the first one. I don't like the first one. I'm going to have to change the vitamin C because it is horrible. And that means I don't do it sometimes. So it's not good for me. I have to do it. I have to complete the system. It takes up to 6 months. So, no, go on, do it now. Go on, get out of the way. Very kind of you for hitting those thumbs up, people. I know it costs you a lot of money. I appreciate it. We had a couple of, I've looked down my list, what do you call it, the content list on your YouTube studio. We had a couple of 6 thumbs up, 6 thumbs up, 3 or 4, 5 or 6. Obviously I give myself a thumbs up, so let's say 4 or 5. So there's definitely a rise from where it used to be like 0 or 1, very rarely the odd 2. So we've tripled, we've just got to go up a bit higher. And you can see how much I'm talking about it. That's how hard it is to get a thumbs up out of people. Do you know what I mean? That is how hard it is. And it's free. It's free. I could literally do it like that. Boom, thumbs up, done. That's it. No energy needed, nothing. You know what I mean? It is bloody hard. That's why you sometimes think that a lot of them are bots. You know what I mean? Because you talk about it. I don't like talking about it, but I know you've got it. It's also about spreading a bit of love, a bit of positivity. It's not for my channel. If you get used to me moaning about thumbs up, you might be on somebody else's channel and you might completely make their day because you might be the first thumbs up that they get. You know what I mean? You don't understand what it's like. If you open up your YouTube studio and you've got a video from yesterday and you've got some thumbs up on it or you've got a comment, it makes that person's day. You're slowly spreading a bit of positivity, just micro. Same as when you open a door up for something. You ever been in a shop and you just wait that extra 2 seconds to hold the door open? You watch the look on their face. Oh, thank you. Do you know what I mean? That tiny little bit of effort with an arm and waiting for 2 seconds, putting yourself there so you're not in the shop getting what you want and get out. Just that 2 seconds holding that door. You look at the expression on that person's face. Or you're trying to cross the road and somebody lets you go across and they flash you with the light to let you go. So what that does to you, and you're like, oh, that's very nice of you. 100 other cars didn't stop, but you did. Oh, I've got hope. Do you know what I mean? It's the same as giving a thumbs up, people. It's positivity, people. I think the world's had enough negativity, don't you? Right. Got to drink that horrible stuff. That means I got to use this water, filtered water. If you're not using any bloody tap water, the drink's horrible enough as it is. I'm trying to do a health cleanse here. Not bloody drink tap water. Right, where is it? This is vile. Blah! Go and buy another one. I don't care if this cost me £8. I've got to enjoy this. This is the first drink. I'm supposed to drink this before a coffee. And I can't because it's bloody vile. Whereas I was drinking it before a coffee, no problem. Right, if we put less water in it. Definitely don't buy this vitamin C if you ever buy it, people. It's not nice. High dose vitamin C, people. Your body doesn't make your own vitamin C. So you need to start dosing yourself. Maybe not this much. I'm doing a detox. This is nice. And it's got zinc in it, and zinc's very good for you. Where's it gone? Is it over here? I've got it out the other day to show it. This. At least get that, people. I don't like advertising, but at least get like a vitamin C and drink that first thing in the morning with some zinc. You know, I won't tell you, but zinc was quite good for you a few years ago. I won't say too much, you know what I mean? 4 or 5 years ago, this is really good for you, zinc. Vitamin D, free, was really good for you quite a few years ago as well. We don't say too much. But this is vile. This is not nice. I was drinking those tablets at least 2 weeks straight, and I did it every day. First thing I did was make one of those drinks. Because it was actually nice to drink in the morning. It was refreshing, it was orangey, and I knew it was good for me. Because if you know something's good for you and you believe in it, if you don't believe in it, it never works. But if you believe in it, it's the power of mind. It does obviously, you know, it does actually do something, but you know, if you really do believe in something, you can heal yourself. So like, well, I'm going to say something. I went to a doctor, he said, it ain't going to get any better. I didn't believe him. I went away. I went back again, I don't know when it was, 3 years later, and guess what? It got better. So, I believe in your positive mindset and the foods that you put in your body, you know, reducing the amount of chemicals you put in your body, reducing the amount of protein, you know, all that stuff, all the obvious stuff, and some unobvious stuff. That your body is a very powerful machine, and if you program it right, with the right foods, the right positivity, talk to it the right way, instead of the negative stuff. I used to do the negative stuff, and nothing was changing, people. I reprogrammed the way I look at my world, and it does work. So, tablets. 90% of all meds I take are herbal in some way or good for you in some way. Until I stop needing at least 5 of them. Then I can go back to just probably getting quite a bit from my food, but I'd still probably have to, I'm definitely never stopping taking my vitamin D. Ever. Ever. And I'm not going to stop taking vitamin C, but I will be finding a new one because it's vile. Thank you whoever get the thumbs up. We've had 50 people in here and they've listened to me long enough go on about getting a thumbs up. And you're the only person that's done one. You're a very nice person, you are. I'm guaranteeing you're the type of person that lets people cross the road. You're the type of person that opens doors for people. You're the type of person that lets somebody have your parking space. You're the type of person that possibly moves bins out the way if they're blocking the pavement instead of just walking around them. So other people, maybe in a wheelchair, maybe with a walking stick, maybe whatever, they can, you're thinking, or somebody with a buggy, a baby buggy, you know, they don't have to get that struggle. Do you know what I mean? Wherever you are, well done. Nice one. World needs more of you. Well, I'm not looking forward to that, so it's really dragging this out. I would have drank this ages ago. And that one goes with that one and that one. So those 4 work together for that one thing. That works with that other thing. And we've got to do the other ones after. Oh my gosh. It's fucking disgusting. We might go down to 2. Right, I thought it'd be smarter to have less water. I won't have to put up with so long, but it's now more potent. Shit. So within 4 days, we've been slowly working on our vibe. And we're now today, and we took them today. Well, we're trying, but that's 2 days in a row, and we haven't done them for like a week and a half. Because we weren't working on our vibe. Ah, shit, that tastes like shit. Coconut water, very good for you people. Good. I'm going to advertise because this is actually a good one. Right? It's not easy to find coconut water that's good for you without sticking loads of sugar in it. Ah! Ah! Ginger shot. We're not actually doing our keto at the moment. We bought a machine to make our own ginger shots. Because these obviously put sugar in it. Ginger, good for you people. Ginger and is it ginger or is it turmeric? Turmeric and pepper should go together apparently, but we're gonna make. What did I make? Did I make ginger shots? Yeah, I made ginger shots. But what I am gonna do is possibly add a bit of turmeric the next time I get my motivation back. I'll start doing them again. Because I did twice. Then I realised I was quite quick at making it. Then I needed to realise I need to make more of it and freeze it, but I didn't have the things to freeze it in, so I just need some like shot glasses and freeze them. But obviously you've got to think about expansion, so we didn't want it. So we started to get the ideals, then we got ill again because of some dickheads. I genuinely believe if I was able to have got back up, and maybe not got knocked back down again, that'd be a better man. I would be down to 1 coffee a day now, because I was on 1 coffee a day 5 years ago, 6 years ago. One was it? 1 coffee a day, 1 turmeric tea, 1 green tea, and at least a litre of water, maybe a litre and a half, organic land water. So in other words, there's no factories around it, nothing's seeping into the water, nothing's, whatever. Nothing's flying around in the air and getting caught in the water and going down the bloody whatever that system they do. So, where it collects the rainwater or whatever. I don't know. We don't go too technical on here, people. We talk like a normal person talks. Probably lower than a normal person, but who cares, eh? We haven't been able to work on ourselves enough. We've been working on our body and working on getting back up. Now, we've run out of juice for learning. Spend 5 years learning a game and you can't do nothing with what you've learned because you're held back by lag. That'll suck you a bit. You're trying to get your body healed and your doctors really are like leaving you a bit in limbo because they're going by a blood test only. Do you know what I mean? So that can drain you. Speaking your truth, which I'm not going to talk about that, but speaking your truth for 3 years straight and no one believing you, and then you find out you were right, or you knew you were right, just no one believed you. That can drain you. And then, what else? Quitting things can be quite draining, because you're always like a minor fight, wherever you're quitting smoking, that's kind of takes a bit of energy. Quitting drinking, that takes a bit of energy. You're totally reprogramming your entire life. Imagine that, every day having a beer, every day smoking, and all of a sudden, got to get rid of it. Even though smoking's absolutely shit for you, that's not a bad one. That is fucking weird. Just having a cigarette in the morning when you get up, it's a habit, break times. You look forward to your break to go out and have a smoke, and then you're chatting to somebody else who's smoking. Then you stop smoking, then you don't get that chat. You're now sat there eating sandwiches on your own next to a machine or wherever it is you work, you know what I mean? It's a weird thing. Even though it's bad for you, it becomes part of your life. So we don't need them. That one's a bit bad. That purple van, baby. This guy's living life on a high vibration. For sure, baby. For sure. Right, we're setting up the second drink now. This one is not as painful. for my heart and part of my detox. Yeah, all natural. One of the things they stopped us taking this years ago. I'm not going to say too much. They stopped us taking it, people. I'm taking it. So, do that as well. Sun's out, but we're not going to be seeing much, so. Where's the other one? I gotta do this for at least 4 months, every day. If I miss a week or two, my mind goes, that doesn't work. Maybe I'm actually making it not work. Maybe we need to work on that. I didn't do it for a week and a half, so now I feel like I fucked up the 3 weeks up that I was doing it, or the 2 weeks I was doing it. Where's the other one gone? We haven't took this again yet, but we will be. Start making money on me gaming. I can spend more time in the home. And then I can do all these things. Where's the other one gone? And we're going to take a bottle of water out with us today as well. We didn't have one yesterday, so we just relied on unhealthy coffee. That's for your cardiovascular system, or whatever you want to call it. So that one there can go up there. One. So that one was £100, that one was 50, that one was 50, that's 200, that's 300. I've spent £350 just on these tablets since Christmas. And £100 of it was wasted because I stopped for a month. I didn't realise, I only did it for a month, and you're supposed to do it for 3 to 4 months. So I did it for a month, and then I stopped. So I guess that 50 quid, 55, 54, whatever it was, is wasted. Because you've got to do it relentlessly. So, starting again. Hello, big boss. Current vices. I do a bit of weed to get me asleep, that's it. But I didn't do any last night. That's it, that's my only vice. Coffee. Coffee, weed. That's for sleep though. Chocolate, but that's linked to weed. Once the weed goes, the chocolate goes. I'm basically pretty healthy. Last night I didn't eat a chocolate bar, I didn't eat sugar replacement. But I did eat the keto cereal, and I did have a packet of crisps, but they're slightly healthier, like baked, not fried. Do you know what I mean? And then by the end of the week, I should be off the crisps, off the sugar, and then I'm in the keto. Well, I'll take me about a week to get into keto, I bet. I'm not in no rush. I could fast for 24 hours, probably go straight into keto, like with the keto diet, and within 3 days I'll be in keto. It's going to take me about a week, I think. Coffee's not good for you, dude. Do you know what I mean? I don't care what they say, mate. You know what I mean? It's not good for you. Drink a coffee a day, not too good, not too bad for you. Start drinking what most people drink, it's not good for you. You start going into these shitty, I'm not going to say these places, but they're filled with sugar. They're loading it up with sugar, people. It's not good for you. You know what I mean? If you've got to drink a coffee and you've got to have 2 sugars or 3 sugars, or they got 35 grams of sugars in the fucking thing, it's not good for you. You can't understand that. Coffee's only good for you if you're drinking the right type of coffee, and you're drinking it with the right ingredients in the coffee. If you're adding stuff to it, it becomes unhealthy. This is a delivery device to get you some bad shit in it. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people use sugar. So it's a delivery device to give you fucking sugar. You go over to a local shop, most people buy local shop coffee. Not good for you. Buy organic coffee, getting better for you. All the chemicals are now disappearing. I don't drink anymore. I quit. I don't drink. And I never really did vodka. There's levels to it as well, I'd say. If you go out and have a couple of beers, not too bad. But if you're going out and having a couple of shots, you know what I mean? It's a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit more because you're playing that danger game. When you're hitting 40% shot, there's a good chance you could get hooked because you're taking such a hit of alcohol. But if you're only having a beer, that is like 3%, 3.5%, because this really matters, the percentages, mine. I remember I started off when I first started drinking at 3.4, and it's fine. I haven't a problem with it. But over about a year, I now started noticing I'm drinking 4, what was it? 4.2 and a 4.4 was another one I started drinking. And then I noticed, I don't know, 5 years, I'm on 5s, 5.2s. Egberts, I don't know that one. Oh, Dow Egberts, I know that one, yeah. It's a better brand, do you know what I mean? I buy organic. I buy organic, and I've got a decaf one, just in case, so let's say it's like, I'm not doing it at the moment, but, so I'll have a standard organic, and then let's say I fancy a coffee at say 6 or 7, but I don't want the caffeine, I'll obviously take the organic one. But I'm not doing that at the moment, but I have been doing that for like 4 years, 5 years straight. It's just at the moment I'm rebuilding my way of doing things, so the organic coffee's not happening. But I've got my keto coffee ready to go. Keto coffee, it's got organic, it's half calf as well, so I'm reducing the amount of caffeine. And it's got ashwagandha in it, and it's got, I can't say this word, aleuferol adaptogens in it. And then we're moving over to a different coffee. This one's got something in it which might be better for my liver. So we're gonna move over to this, but you can definitely taste this is a bit of a weaker taste to the other ones, and that's not because this is worse, it's probably because this is better for me. Do you get what I mean? It's a bit of an addiction that's going on in the background, alright? So, and that's got more caffeine than the other one, and that one tastes weaker. So, it's a bit of a weird one, but hey. We'll go back onto that soon. But yeah, the problem is, see, look, people, they tell you something's good for you on the TV, but you're all buying the unhealthy one. You're not buying the one that actually is good for you. Do you know what I mean? Whatever it is. Oh, I drink water, yeah, but they're drinking tap water. You know, you drink filtered water, you know? Water's good for you, yeah, but where are you getting your water from? It's like, sugar's not good for you, but some people have, like, I'll have sugar free. That doesn't mean it's good for me, because even sugar free shit is really bad for you. Do you know what I mean? I don't do keto for trim. I didn't do it for that. I lost 22 pounds the end of last year on keto. Didn't even mean to. It was an accident. And I didn't weigh myself this year. I've done 2 water fasts this year, because I got issues in my hair. I've got a lot of gurgling around here, whether that's the colon, whether that's the liver. I only went to the doctor end of last year. So my mentality is, I know keto starves shit in your body, so I'm just being pre-productive. I'm being cautious. I had problems with my body 10 years ago. I knew there was something wrong. No one believed me. And I've believed in them more than I think I believed in myself. And I realised it come out that I was actually the one who was right. They were the ones who were wrong. So now I believe in my intuition of my body. There's something in here that I need to do something with. So I research my own stuff. I don't trust in anybody else's input. You know? I do a bit. There's certain people I trust. But usually they're not seen very much. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, keto definitely great for losing weight. You know what I mean? I cut by doing keto. I finally got rid of chips in my diet. Do you know what I mean? You heard up. Right. If I was a chip eater, would my chips not be on top? If I was a chip eater, would my chips not be on top? Because that'd be a daily meal. Where's my chips? Underneath my keto bread. Right down at the bottom. So I've cut my chips out by doing keto. I had to find something to replace it. It was hard, man. It took me about 2 weeks to, I want some chips. I want chips. The food's boring without chips. Now I eat 2 types of mushroom, use a knife and fork, and it's like eating chips. And now I don't hardly have chips now. If I get unwell, I'll go over to the takeaway and get some chips from there. You know, what was I doing not long ago? I was doing a vegan fast. 21-day Daniel fast it was called. And I couldn't eat meat, couldn't have fizzy drinks, couldn't have sugars. It was all unprocessed stuff and all that. And I was really ill the last 7 days, and I ended up having to go in that takeaway
and eat their chips every day. And I know I was slightly bending the rules a bit, but at least I wasn't eating normal chips. I wasn't eating a kebab. It was just chips, because then I wasn't eating anything meaty. Do you know what I mean? That was my mentality. So I managed to get through it. I kind of bent the rules a bit the last week, but we got through it, baby. Hello, Mr. John. How are you, buddy? I'm having drinking my horrible drinks. But sadly, we got a bit unwell for a couple of weeks, so we broke our little thing. We were about 2 or 3 weeks into it, so we'd be in a month into this now. Have I got to take any more tablets? Oops! Yeah, we have some spirulina, some algae. Some algae, baby. I've not done the pizzas yet. I was trying to go a bit vegan as well, like I'd say more vegetarian, but and obviously cheese. So I'm not sure if I like the cheese replacement stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I was never a big cheese eater, but there is bits and bobs you can make. I've seen the pizza bases you can make, yeah. Eggs I'm not too much of a worry about. I don't think I mind eating an egg. I'm kind of like that with eggs. I want to eventually not eat chicken. I still eat my chicken. I have one steak a week because I'm trying to avoid pork, because pork's just like pretty much no good for you. I'm not saying it's bad for you, but it's not good for you. It's not the most healthiest meat to eat. So I don't want to eat pork, and it's a bit of a Bible thing as well, you know. So. But I think I'm still going to eat eggs. But they got to be organic, and they got to have like freedom. Do you know what I mean? If I had my own space, would I? Maybe I'd have some chickens, because you ain't got to kill them. Do you know what I mean? To get their eggs. Still feel cruel taking their eggs off them, though. But could I do that? Try it. You know what I mean? I haven't got very far with my keto making my own stuff. I buy all the stuff pre-made. So it's like, if anybody's struggling, imagine you want to go on a diet and it's a big wall of learning, you know? And there's stuff that's pre-made. Obviously it costs a fucking bit of money, doesn't it? You've had your own ducks, did you? I've never had, I don't think I've ever, maybe I've been in a posh restaurant once or twice and I've had some duck eggs that I didn't know of, but I go into an organic shop probably once a month to get my gravy and get some other stuff in there. I can't remember what I get in there now. And they do duck eggs in there, I think. I've never had them. It's weird, isn't it? You're brought up eating certain things. To me, a chicken egg is normal, but a duck egg, duck, what? Do you know what I mean? It's weird. Weird programming. Weird programming. I was abroad. Where was I? Oh, where was I to? I can't remember if it was Turkey or it was Spain. And there was kids. They were like 10 years old, swimming around in the ocean with a fucking harpoon. A fucking harpoon. 10 years old. And then I didn't even know they had a harpoon. This is what they did. So they come out of the water. They're all like scuba diving. Not scuba diving. What do you call it? Snorkeling. Right? They're doing all that. I'm there just swimming in the water and sunbathing. And then one of the kids starts walking out of the water with a harpoon. And he's got a squid on the end of it. And they're going to go and eat it. You know what I mean? I'm brought up in a country. Everything comes in a plastic box. I don't understand where any of it comes from as a kid. I don't understand that that's an animal and it was tortured and killed or whatever. I didn't understand that that animal didn't eat any grass. It was sat in a fucking shed all the time. I didn't understand that they've been injecting the animals and all that. But these people over there, I thought it was weird when they come out with this squid. But that thing's been eating off the natural shit. And they're just doing what's natural, part of the cycle. Do you know what I mean? Weird, isn't it? So we've done 2. We've got to do 1 more. We've got to wait. Which one have we got to wait for? The last one. The last one can't be done in a combination of the first one, so I'll wait. I'm supposed to go over the road in like 10 minutes. I've got to put me up dirty tracksuit bottoms on. Am I in picture? Yes. So one day I might get some chickens and take some eggs off them, and I can get used to it. Maybe I'll normalise it for myself, you know. But I certainly won't be getting no animal, and I won't be killing it, right? So I think every kid should have to go, when they're at school, they should have to go to a place and they should have to take part in the killing of an animal, so they understand what it goes through, where it comes from, and it's not just a piece of fucking meat in a plastic, what do they call that stuff? Polystyrene dish with a bit of cling film on top. I think kids should learn where it comes from. Then they can decide if they want to eat it or not. I ain't no fucking vegan warrior, do you know what I mean? But I was brought up not knowing where the shit comes from, and I obviously learned a few years ago what they do to the cows. So I don't do cow's milk now. Still eat chicken, whatever else I do. I've had the odd protein shake. But I cut out most of it. So I'm not perfect. If I was more well, you know, in myself, I would be no weed, no chocolate. My diet would be keto, like all the time, and I'd add a lot more fruit in my system. And I'd be making, like you just said, like the pizza thing. I'd be making my own pizzas now, or trying to think some of the meals. I want to make my own bread. I'm still buying the bread, so it's costing me £8 a loaf. I've got a what do you call it? A recipe to make some bread. I don't know what it tastes like, but I know somebody who makes it. Actually, the woman who taught me how to do this. She makes it. So I can make my own bread eventually, but I'm not motivated for it. And I've got my stuff down here, ready to make my own chocolates. But I got demotivated, I got unwell again. There's all my little moulds for chocolates that I'm ready to do my own chocolate, and I haven't got to eat any more crap that they put in our chocolate bars. Got me little smoothers. Oh, I was prepared. I want to do this properly. Then I got unwell again, so this went out the window. I just carried on doing what I was doing, buying keto bread, buying keto cakes, and there's something else I was eating. That chocolate cereal. I don't know how I'm going to make my own cereal. I don't think we're going to get that far. Let's have a look. It's a pain in the arse, mate. Just buy organic. It's easier. Then you have to register as a poultry owner. Oh, do you? Alright. Didn't know that. I was always wanting maybe to do it. At least give them a decent life, make them a massive pen. Do you know what I mean? Or see if they can just walk around the land, but somebody's going to eat them, isn't it? Just let them free. Do you know? Something I wanted to challenge myself with. Can I take an egg away from a chicken knowing it's its baby? Do you know what I mean? Can I do that? I'm not going to kill an animal, right? I'm not doing that, right? Unless it's trying to kill me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see two dogs fight, because I don't want to be involved in that. Right. We've got to wash up, haven't we? Many thanks for the thumbs up, I appreciate it. If there's no Mal, then what is it then? Because I haven't looked into this. This is something I was looking into in the future. So when you say it's not a baby, what is it? What eggs are babies? What eggs aren't babies? You know, what eggs become chicklets, and whatever the right terminology is. I haven't overlooked into this. So, but I think one of my aims was to be a bit more. I'll probably have to buy products. I've got multiple ways I want to live my life, but some of them take more money than other ones. But still, there's a middle bit I want to live, and there's a higher bit, obviously. We all want to live the higher bit, whatever that is. Doing me washing up, I'm chatting. I should bring this over here, then I'm not turning away from my washing up. What a plot. What a plot. What a plot. What a plonker. What a plonker. It's a period, isn't it? You need a male to male fertilize the egg. No male, no life. It's waste. So you can eat that egg and you're not hurting the chicken. You're not hurting the chicken's feelings. You're not taking a baby away from it. You can eat it. Is that true? Then I feel better. So can I eat that egg? Because I put eggs in my keto cake. At the moment, that's where I'm getting my eggs from. 2 eggs on a Friday in my keto cake. I'll look into that a bit more. Not that I'm doing it yet, so I won't overlook into it, because obviously I don't want to overlook into stuff that I can't do, because I haven't got a garden and I don't live where I want to live. So I want a motorhome. That's low level. That's sort of mid level. Motorhome means I can travel and be where I want to be. I can be in nature if I want to be in nature. I can be on a seaside resort if I want to be in a seaside resort. I can be in a snowy area if I want to be in a snowy area in the winter time. Whatever I want to do, I can do. I'm not controlled by crappy weather. I'm not controlled by dickheads. That's exactly right. If it's not gonna rot in the ground or a hutch, yeah, I don't mind that. I'll do that. I do that. I would grow my own food, but I don't know how much land you would really need to grow your own food. Then I'd have to look. I was gonna go and do it all, but I've been too ill. So I was looking into how the Amish, I can't say the word, the Amish live, obviously. Not their haircuts, of course. But I like the way they live. I like the way they do things. I like the teamwork. I like the natural way of living, you know. Maybe I still would like a bit of technology, you know. I can definitely do without Wi-Fi. I think Wi-Fi is a pain for the world. It's a big problem for the world. But I still like the internet. Do you know what I mean? I mean, get rid of the Wi-Fi and you've got people talking to each other. You know what I mean? You can imagine all the blokes in the pub sitting there staring at their phone. They're not talking to each other. Take away the fucking phones. You know what I mean? The Wi-Fi. And then you watch them start conversating with each other. So, but I still need a little bit of technology. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to walk around with a phone. Me, I listen to positive music because I'm always working on. I just use the word raise my vibe. Do you know what I mean? I used to listen to a lot of sad music and it kept me in a kind of slightly depressive state. And I didn't realise it because it was so subtle. So I try to listen to positive music. So positive lyrics, positive, you know, feeling. Do you know what I mean? They're literally talking to you. The lyrics are. That's the right word. Can't keep saying positive all the time. It's just energy. They make you feel good. It's energy. It's positive energy. Do you know what I mean? It's telling you good things. Like I used to listen to a song. What was it? I like the group, but this one song. And the song was, the lyrics was, what did they call it? The chorus. The chorus was, I got problems. I got problems. And you're sitting there, you don't realise you're singing along to this song constantly. And you are literally mimicking what they're saying. And you are now programming your subconscious by saying, I got problems. I got problems. I got problems. And there was another song, I got anxiety. I got anxiety. Fuck that shit, I'm like singing that bollocks. Do you know what I mean? So I stopped listening to, when I started noticing songs like that, I turned that shit off. Do you know what I mean? And I make sure I switch to something a little bit more positive, you know, or at least something that isn't like that, you know? That's what I do with my music. Do you know what I mean? A girl was saying, well, what are you listening to? It's this kind of 80s and all that line. She put it in her ears, and I remember her look on her face, because that was the song that said, I got problems, I got problems. And she looked at me a bit weird. She was like, and I kind of like thought, do you know what? You're right. Do you know what I mean? So I started keeping an eye on the music, the words that was going in my ears, you know? So imagine you're a kid and I don't know, you've got a shitty dad and he keeps telling you you're no good, you're no good, you're no good. You're going to that's going to become your program over 10 years. Do you know what I mean? 10 years you're going to think you're no good. You're not going to have no confidence in anything because you don't believe in yourself because your dad's been telling you you're no good. You're such a fucking waste of space, you are. You fucking waste. Not like my dad ever said that to me, don't get me wrong. But that's what a long-term listening to shit that's negative can do to you. So I don't listen to that sort of shit. If that makes any sense. So I haven't got a specific song. I haven't got a specific group, should I say. That's how I do it. So it's a hard one to answer. It's the best way I can answer it. I think it needs a bit of an explanation. People don't realise the shit they're listening to is really actually affecting their life. Maybe not everybody. Somebody's brought up with a very confident upbringing, you know, a very positive upbringing. They could probably listen to that music and it won't affect them. But somebody who didn't get that good upbringing, they're now reaffirming it with the shitty music they're listening to. Right, so I've washed up, got through it. I spent so long in depression, real fucking dark depression. I understand the difference a song can make to you. You maybe no one will ever realise it until you get into that real dark spot, and then you start seeing a bit of light sometimes, and you realise this song I've been listening to for the last 6 months, and I've not got any better. This song I've been listening to the last month and a half, and it's a lot more positive words in there. I feel a little, maybe I'm not like this, but I feel like I'm here. And that's just from power of a song. Do you know what I mean? Then if you start saying nice things to yourself, or thinking positive things, or you can do this, yeah, I can do that. No, not instead of, the program, I can't do that. No, I won't be able to do that. No. 100 grand a year? I'll never learn that. I'll never learn that. No, I'm not good enough for that. No. That's what I do. I know I can earn a lot of money, but I have to motivate myself to get back into it. So, I know I can definitely earn a lot of money. Never believed in myself for 45 years. Now I do, baby. And I would do good with my money, baby. Well, look at the word. Look at the term there. Well, you just said it. Now look at what word is being used to describe that music. Look at the word. Heavy metal. Everybody know heavy metals are bad for you. Everybody. Power words, people. Heavy metals are bad for you. They called this music heavy metal. Power words, people. I'm not judging somebody by their music, I'm not judging whatever, but you've got to be careful what you're listening to, because it's your parent in your ears, or it's your friend in your ears all the time. So, if you've got a dickhead mate that keeps making fun of you, yeah, you're not going to like certain things about yourself. Do you know what I mean? Whatever it is they're making fun of you about. You know what I mean? So you've got a dickhead mate that keeps doing that, you're going to start... I'm not going to tell you my problems, exactly, but there's certain things that I will still not do now as an adult, because of stuff that was said to me as a kid. So, if you're listening to shitty music, I'm being a bit strong on that term, negative music, it's going to affect you, innit? Just same as some dickhead mate, innit? When you were younger, kept saying some bad stuff about you. So, dee. Yeah, but you're finding the good. You're not thinking about the bad. This here, what I take, is good for detoxing heavy metals. This here, what I take, is good for detoxing heavy metals. And I don't know if there's another one there. Like, I don't use aluminum foil because it goes into your food, it'll leach into your food, do you know what I mean? But you can't be perfect, because you're going to go down to shops and you're going to buy something that's going to have plastic on it. So you just can't do everything, but I won't buy aluminum foil. You know what I mean? It's heavy metal, I don't need extra shit in my body. I've got enough problems around here. I don't want to cook my food on aluminium foil, whatever you want to call it. So I can't get to it, baking paper. And I cook in stainless steel. So I don't get the toxic coatings that get heated up, whatever you call it. I don't want to say the name because I'll get in trouble. The non-stick stuff, when it gets heated up, it can break up and go into your food. So I won't put that in me, But I'm not perfect, you know what I mean? I drank out of a plastic kettle for like 5 years, but because I was really unwell, finally bought one about a year ago. I've got a stainless steel one now, so at least now when I'm heating up my water, I'm not leaching plastics and whatever else is built in the kettle getting into my water, Just things like that, Oh yeah, I'm going. Is it now what? I'm not sure. It's definitely 13 years. You know what I mean? So most of my problems are exterior, not me. You know, something happens out there, it affects me, which means I don't look after myself, which means I start getting all the extra problems again. Then I start getting depressed because now I've caused some problems because I didn't look after myself. Do you know what I mean? So I got to look after myself for at least 6 months, and I have a belief inside of me that I can heal myself, but I have to get my body the chance to heal. I can't keep putting the bad shit in it because I'm fucking up the healing process. Do you know what I mean? I've already healed one part of my body once, and I know I can do it again, but I keep getting unwell because of fucking idiots, and then I don't do my diets, and then I'm putting all the shit in my body again. So, like today, I'm starting to make sure I drink my coconut water at least 1 glass or 2 glasses a day. I'm taking those drinks that you just seen me taking, that's 3 glasses of water a day. This is me cleansing my system. And I'm doing some work for my son, so that's a bit of physical stuff for me. Hence I'm kind of dragging my feet here. So, right, I gotta go because they're waiting for me and I gotta look at their floor. So thank you for the nice comments there, Mr. Big Boss. And I hope whatever you're doing or whatever you've gone through never comes back. I haven't got one, mate. I won't buy one. Only thing I bought was that. So if I do a, what do they call it? Keto wrap. My wrap machine. All stainless steel. There is a little bit of non-stick there, but I'll let that slide because I don't use it daily. I'll never, ever, ever, ever buy a microwave. Don't want to radiate my food, mate. You know what I mean? I want to cook it slowly in some natural heat, bringing it to the right temperatures, killing what I need to kill inside of it, and then eating it. I don't need to radiate my food. Do you know what I mean? And you, buddy. Catch you later. See you later, John. See you later, anybody. Everybody have fun. I'm going to go and do some work, which I'm not looking for. I'm alright at the moment, stood up. I'm going to have to do everything going to be on the floor today. My hamstrings are a bit tight. Hamstrings or hamsprings? I always get it wrong. See you later, people. Have fun. Many thanks for the nice chats today. We didn't have any idiots today. I think I've silenced them, so they've got to come back with different accounts if they want to come back. And thanks for the 2 thumbs up. You're very kind. See you later, people. Look after yourself. Never give up. See ya.